I'm a big fan of travel, and Aaron and I especially love cruising. Whether it's an ocean cruise or a river cruise, you can sign us up for it. So today I thought we would do something practical. I'm going to ask AI to help me plan a cruise vacation for myself and my fiance. Everything from the destination to packing and even some unique excursions. We're going to do it all today. So let's set sail together on this episode of AI for Everyone. Hello and welcome to AI for Everyone. I'm Joel Comm, and this is the show where we make artificial intelligence easy, useful, and most of all, fun. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And if you want to explore ways that AI can make your life simpler, even to help with your travel, get my 2 free guides right now at aishow.io/free. Are we ready to plan our cruise vacation? Here's what we're going to do. Let's go to ChatGPT or whatever your AI of choice is. By the way, I've named my ChatGPT Merlin. He likes it. And let's say we want to take a 10-day Mediterranean cruise. I'm going to give AI my budget, my travel style, and a few preferences. Let's see if it can create a trip that's realistic, that's fun, that's stress-free, and within the budget. So here we go. Merlin, plan a 10-day Mediterranean cruise for 2 adults in their 50s. Now, I'm 61, Aaron's 48, but I act like a 12-year-old, so I figure 50s is fair. We like culture, food, and relaxation. Recommend the best itinerary, excursions, and what to pack. We want to go in summer 2026. The budget is $6,000. Now, Merlin wants to make sure he's clear on what it is that we're looking for. So it's clarified. We've got 2 adults around their 50s, 10 days in the Mediterranean, June to August of 2026. By the way, if you're seeing this video in the future, make sure you ask me how the trip went. We want culture, food, downtime. The total budget, not including flights, is $6,000. He says he's going to give me the best fit itinerary style for the budget and vibe, a sample day-by-day port plan with smart excursions, a packing list that's realistic, not some Instagram fantasy, and where the money is going to go for this. Now, it's giving me some options specifically on what type of cruise we want. For example, if we do a Western Mediterranean cruise that goes from Barcelona to the south of France, Rome, and then Naples, there's pros to it, that it's food, old towns, it's romantic, there's iconic cities, and there's cons, more crowds, hotter, more bus tours. And then it gives us the typical cost for 10 nights. And this is usually a basic balcony type room. If we go on a mainstream line like Princess, Celebrity, or MSC, it's going to be around $1,500 to $2,000 per person. If we want to take the Adriatic and Eastern Mediterranean route, that goes from Venice to Croatia to Montenegro to the Greek islands and then ending up in Athens. The pros are the scenery, Dubrovnik, Kotor fjords, Santorini sunsets. You got ancient ruins. You got olive oil and wine life. Aaron will really like that. Culture and food without feeling like you're sprinting through giant cities every day. The cons are fewer big city museums, more old stones and charming alleys. This is already sounding more our speed. Typical cost for a 10-day sailing like this around Viking is going to be around $4,500 per person, which kind of blows through the budget that I've assigned. And then we have small ship and luxury expedition style. This is going to be $9,000 a person, so this is not going to be within the budget that I've set. However, Merlin recognizes that we don't have to go on Viking for the Eastern Mediterranean Adriatic style route. We can go with a mainstream premium line if we're willing to put up with having a lot of kids around. So Princess, Celebrity, and so forth. And he's going to give us more information here on some assumptions. For example, 10 nights on this particular cruise, a balcony or an ocean view, not a suite. We'll pay for a few excursions that are worth it, but not at every port, and the flights are going to be booked separately. Now I'm going to ask Merlin to go deeper and show me options for Princess or Celebrity. Rather than going directly to the cruise website, Merlin's pulling in the information for me and giving me an overview before I go to look further on the actual website. So for Celebrity, it is the Celebrity Eclipse, which is a premium mainstream boat, nicer food than mass market, adults forward vibe, not a kiddie water park boat. Now, this has given us a route for September of next year. What we wanted is June. So I'm going to pass by this one for just a moment and see if it's given me information on Princess. And it has for June of 2026. The Sun Princess is supposed to be going to this route. And it gives us a lot of details here, which if you want to see exactly what it's saying, go ahead and pause the video and take a look at the screen. So now we have clarity here. Celebrity does not run this route in June of next year. So if we're going to stick with June of 2026, then it looks like Princess is going to be the cruise for us. I'm not familiar with the ship. Let's get a look at it. And instantly, Merlin's returned some photos of the Sun Princess for us. This looks like a beautiful venue. Wow. Looks cozy and impressive. So it turns out that the Sun Princess cruise actually isn't 10 nights. So if we're willing to go 14 instead, and of course, who isn't willing to take a longer cruise, then this could be a great fit for us. We could also do a shorter version and only go 7 nights. But honestly, my take is if I'm going to fly all the way from Puerto Rico to Europe, then I don't want to turn around quickly and come back. It takes me a few days just to get adjusted to the time change. So let's go with the 14-day. So let's ask Merlin for details on the June 6th departure. So here's our breakdown. The Sun Princess is a new class of ships that launched in 2024. We have our sail dates. We have the length of the cruise. There's only 2 sea days, so we'll have a lot of time in port. The prices that they're currently showing do fit within the budget. In fact, if we went with 2 adults in an interior cabin for the 14-night cruise, that lands at just over $5,000, including all taxes and fees. Now, if we want to pay just a little bit more for this 2-week cruise, then we can go to an ocean view for $3,608 each. AI likes to be incredibly thorough when you ask it a question. And so when we get the day-by-day port itinerary, it says, this is the port sequence, and I'll list each stop in plain English and tell you why it matters. So it's not only providing me with a list, but it's explaining to me what to do when we're there at that particular stop, why it's good. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole itinerary here, but let's go ahead and pick a couple of the stops to highlight. On day 5, we'll be in Genoa, Italy. Why it's good? Pesto territory, crumbling Renaissance palazzos, Nero Corughi, real Italian coastal life without the Instagram filter. And on day 14, we'd be going back to Santorini, Greece. It's so beautiful there, stunning. Volcanic cliffs, Oya blue domes, local Asertico wines, Asertico. I don't know how you pronounce that. Book a small group, island highlights, and winery, and Oya. So you're not just sweating in a bus line. This is a signature Mediterranean memory day. ChatGPT has gone on to tell me why this itinerary would matter to me. It's basically a greatest hits of Mediterranean civilization. You got Spain, Provence, Corsica, Italian Riviera, Tuscany, Rome, Pompeii, Crete, Ephesus, Greek islands, and Athens. From a food standpoint, it's stupid good. Not just good, stupid good. Tapas in Barcelona, Provençal seafood in Marseille, Corsican charcuterie, Ligurian pesto in Genoa, Tuscan Florentine cuisine, Naples pizza, Greek mezza in Crete, Turkish mezza in Kusadasi, Santorini wine, Athens souvlaki. The bottom line with all of this is that the June 6th Sun Princess sailing is a monster itinerary. It's long, but weirdly, it still sneaks in under or near your 6K target if you're disciplined on cabins and extras. It also hits iconic. We've always wanted to see the stops almost every single day. Aaron and I aren't really group bus tour people. We kind of like to just go roll our own. So I like to ask Merlin to give me some ideas that are a little different. So I've asked, give me 3 unique excursion ideas in Santorini and Mykonos that aren't tourist traps. And here we go. I'm sure Aaron will love this. In Santorini, a cooking class and wine tasting in a village. We've got happy people cooking. We've got food being plated. We've got wine on the table. And we have a description here of exactly what this particular excursion would be. And if we want to get out and be a little active, we've got Hidden Villages e-bike hiking tour and a vineyard stop. Again, we've got photos here and information telling us about renting e-bikes, skipping the bus tours, and what to wear in the best time of the year to do that. As you can see, we have more ideas as well with great photos that just give us a little taste of what's to come. And then Merlin has done the same thing for us with Mykonos, including a foodie walk and bakery and local lunch in Mykonos town, a vineyard visit, an organic farm picnic, and again, a way to explore the island with an e-bike or scooter exploration of beaches that are a little lesser known. I really like this. What I really love about using AI is I'm not searching all over the web. And instead of using Google, I'm getting results that aren't necessarily going to appear on page one for search results. So now that we've nailed down the cruise, the itinerary, and some excursions, what about what to pack? Create a packing list for a 14-day Mediterranean cruise in June for a man and woman in their 50s. Include clothing, tech, and essentials. Merlin's doing his wizardry here in giving us a real-world cruise-tested packing list for 14-day Mediterranean cruise in June, designed for us without overpacking. It's balanced between practicality, hot port days and cooler ship nights, stylish, smart casual, not tourist cargo shorts, and tech and essentials that we'll actually use. Starting us off is an overview that kind of gives us the temperature at that time of year, and notes that since we're going to be there for 2 weeks, we should plan to do one load of laundry on board the ship while we're there. That way we can pack for 7 days and then repeat the same clothing. Now, I'm not going to go through this entire list here, but you see that Merlin has laid out for him and for her. Then we have a list of undergarments and accessories that we could pack, sun and weather gear, of course, technology and gadgets. I do take my gadgets where I go, and I don't even mind recording a podcast while on a cruise. We've got our list of toiletries that we're going to need for this trip, important documents and ways to pay for things. Can't forget that. Some smart extras that Merlin came up with, which might be useful. And finally, some pro tips to help bring it all together. Merlin even asks, if we want, we could turn this into a printable category sorted checklist in Word or PDF format, so we can actually print this out and check off items while packing. Honestly, this feels like a checklist that a very thorough assistant would have made, only I don't have an assistant. So now we've got what we need here to go enjoy a cruise in June of next year. I could go deeper here and ask Merlin to point out flights that are available, but planning air travel is a whole show on its own. What's really crazy about this is that ChatGPT didn't just spit out random information. It gave me a thoughtful, personalized trip plan that fits my interests and my budget. Honestly, we're at a point where anyone, not just travel agents, can design a dream vacation with a few simple prompts. We're talking about empowering travelers. So where would you ask AI to plan your dream cruise vacation? Do you think AI doing the planning is exciting and convenient, or a little too convenient? If this inspired you, please do subscribe, like this video, and ring the bell. Share it with somebody else who might be planning a vacation. Who knows? Maybe I'll run into you on a cruise ship. If you see me, make sure you come up and say hello. And remember, AI is for everyone, including you. Beep boop.